can pray, you can drink, you can wait on the rain. Either way, it's gonna burn.
We ripping you? We're rolling.
If we get the economy right and there's like surplus of money, then right. I mean, I feel like wages will go up, right? Or I don't know, knowing how everybody is, it'll probably just go into the pockets of the richer. But, you know, it should trickle down. And if everybody's got a little bit of money, you know, they'll spend it on dumb shit. I do it. Every time I get a little bit of money, I'm like, oh, I'm hood rich. I'm finna buy something stupid. Like I texted you yesterday, I want to buy an Alkaline machine for $5,000.
I know, dude, the Kangen.
I'm like, well, I could get one for $2, you know. Like, I don't need
Dude,
that.
I'm telling you, though, I know it's expensive, but remember, so when we were in Alaska, we met Joseph, my brother's host family, and they were both in their late 60s, and they had been drinking alkaline water from their Kangen machine for 10 years. And obviously, they eat a healthy diet, too, but no health problems, either of them.
Yeah,
they're in their 70s now. This was 3 years ago, and they were in their late 60s. It could be all in your
head.
It could be, but they were in their late 60s, and now they're in their 70s, no health problems.
Yeah. Well, hydrogen water is the big thing now, but alkaline water is like
it's just changing the pH of the water.
So if you think about think about a pool and how you leave a pool there with no chemicals, well, what happens? It gets contaminated. I mean, essentially, we're like a pool, right? We're a body of water. We're 70-something% water.
Yeah.
And so a pool, if you leave it there with no chemicals, it just gets green and algae in it and just all kind of shit. Just, I mean, there might be a damn fish in there. And then, but if you put chlorine in it, which is like a basic thing, right? It's like a high pH, which is like alkaline water. What does it do to the water? It cleans it out, you know, and it's safe to get in. I don't know if pool water is safe to drink, but
it's not. But for what you're saying though, is that the higher alkalinity of your
cleaner
blood,
the system.
Yeah, higher your blood, the cleaner.
But they also use theirs with the acidic water. They would clean with it. You remember she would say that she
you could change the pH and you would clean with the. There's a set pH for different things you want to do. One was cleaning, obviously ones you drink. There was one you brush your teeth with that was different, I think.
Oh, I think that was I don't know. I know my mom does. She drinks baking soda in her water.
Dude, remember your mom had those litmus.
She'll gargle
his mom had a litmus test, little strip
like
at her house. She had a bunch of them, and she was testing herself. She tested all of us that day. Remember?
Yeah, and hers were all like acidic because we've been drinking alcohol.
Yeah, hers.
And hers was like literally like a damn pool. You could go put it in the neighbor's pool with the fresh chemicals, and her tongue was like the same thing as that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's pretty healthy though.
She drips baking soda in her mouth, right?
She drinks baking soda. She does. There's no telling what she's doing. She probably does baking soda IVs.
Yeah.
There's no
baking soda IVs.
I've heard about people using it as a pre-workout type of thing.
I did that for a little bit. So you do baking soda, and then you get like a pinch or like a pinch and a half of Himalayan sea salt or Celtic sea salt, and you mix it with water, and you just take a little shot of it. And it's supposed to be as good as pre-workout, but I don't know. I'm just like, I'm a caffeine guy.
Dude, that Celtic sea salt is real, bro.
The only time I really use it is, and for anybody that's listening, if you ever drink a little too much and you need a little fix, the night before you go to bed, get some Celtic sea salt, and as big as your fingers can do it, and hold it. Get you a pinch. And just put it on your tongue and swig it down. Don't do a liquid IV. That's stupid. It doesn't do nothing. That Celtic sea salt, that'll actually do something. You'll wake up the next morning, you'll actually feel the difference. I put you on that. I think I got that from I got it from like hydrating from Gary Brecka watching videos, but like I did the thing where I'm like, I'm hungover. This will fix it. And
I
it really
cook with
does.
it now. I use it for everything. I don't use the ionized whatever salt anymore. I just use Celtic sea salt.
Where the hell are they getting salt from?
I'm on that Baja Gold.
I got the Baja Gold. I'm on it. Gary Brecka's on that. But I've got the
explain it. Where's it from?
It got to be Baja, yeah. Like Baja, California?
Yeah, there's like these little... I think it's the same thing as the Celtic stuff or whatever.
It don't even feel like salt, though. It's like kind of like
it's clumpier.
Moist or something. But I get the Celtic sea salt, too. I mean, I don't know. It's all better for you than I got the beer burps off of one high noon.
I've had 6 muchachos, bro.
Well, I had 3. I've had 3 Kiwis.
I've had 6 muchachos, compadre.
I know. I'm about to put my shades on in a little bit, dude. Just turn it into nighttime over here. Feel like I'm at the club, dog. Is that what we got the shades on for?
My shades are on because my allergies are shit. I haven't slept and I've drank a lot, so
yeah,
that's why.
You You need to get on that melatonin gang.
I do, bro.
Every now and then, if I ain't sleeping good, I'll take half of a ibuprofen PM.
Oh, dude, that's a dark, deep.
But I only take half of one.
Okay, well, still.
It doesn't even do anything. There's no way.
So melatonin's different than the PMs. The PMs actually have something that puts you to sleep.
Like a sedative. I don't do it every night. I do it like once a
Dude,
every
when I
half
was in pro ball, we lived in a house
But you
together.
took
There were 7 of us. We were all in a house together, and that would be our thing. We'd all stay up late, hanging out, playing cards, drink a little bit, and we'd all pass around the ibuprofen PM bottle like it was, like Xanax. We could just pass it around. Everybody would take one, and then in about 30 minutes, everyone would be half asleep in their seat.
Why is
Boys
Bo
are going to
crushing it up
bed.
and
Yeah.
snorting it?
Yeah, dude, it's
Wrong party.
the PMs are a tough road. I'm telling you, and it also makes it where when you get off of them, you can't sleep without it because it's in, your body has a natural
it
process
can't put
to
itself
fall
to
asleep.
bed.
Yeah. But no, back to the alkaline water real quick. One of my best friends, he's got a Kangen machine, and I visit him probably twice a year. And every time, he lives in Houston. We go down to Houston to see him. We always go out, we blow it out, we have a good time, drink a lot. And there's something about that water. When we get back from the bars, we drink that water, wake up the next morning, drink that water for 4 or 5 hours before we drink again. And the feeling, and it could just be a placebo effect that that you're drinking this alkaline water or whatever, but there's something to it. It makes you feel so much better than when you just drink normal tap water or fridge water or whatever. And it might just be because you're believing it's better for you.
Placebo could be everything.
But dude, I would pay for the placebo
everything.
because guess what? Your mind's more powerful than anything else you'll put put into your body. So if you're truly believing that it's going to make you feel better, it probably will make you feel better because your mind will say, "Fuck
the biology
you."
of belief.
Yeah, that's it.
I read that book. I remember I read it and I showed everybody, and then we would just be drinking. We'd be like, "Oh, you're only hungover if you believe it.
Damn
it's
right.
all in your head, dude."
But it's true, bro. Because how many years have we gone out? We wake up the next morning. I've truly believed I'm not hungover every time I'm hungover, and I don't feel that bad.
I feel like I'm getting to an age though, like 28.
No,
So I'm 28.
I'm 28. That's probably why.
Dude,
yeah,
I
we're
mean,
probably
it
at the
starts to
age.
hurt. Like 2 days. Once you have that 2 day, you can't. Like I was listening to a guy talk. He was telling me, he was saying, dude, once you have your first 2 day hangover, you're ruined.
Yeah.
He's like, because then you're gonna have nothing but 2 day hangovers. I'm like, dude, I'll never have it. And then I had my first one. I'm like, Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm hungover for 2 days.
Can I tell you something I believe? I think social interaction can make you just as hungover as just drinking at the house.
So if we're going down that, I think the no sleep can do that too.
For sure, no sleep can. But like, I'm just saying nights where if we're just let's say it's 4 or 5 guys hanging at the house, we're just drinking beers, watching football. And, we drink a lot. Let's say we drink 15 beers in 6-7 hours watching football. But I go to the bar the weekend later, and I'm out having to engage with people, having to talk with people, all the extra,
Brain
curricular
stimulus.
things. Yeah. Everything going on, having to talk, having to interact, things like that. I always feel worse after that than I do just hanging at the house
so true.
in a very easy situation. So I think there's a social stimulus that makes you, I think it wears on you just as much as alcohol does. And when you mix the two is when you get super hungover. Because how many nights have we just been out in a club and it's just boom, 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 all night for 5 hours. You walk out and it feels like you were just in a simulation. Yeah. And then you go home, drink a little bit of water. The next day you can't move.
Yeah.
But then
It does take a lot
But
out
then we
of
can
you.
sit at your house and drink 25 beers over 10 hours and just hang and watch football.
I can't drink 25 beers, but
Okay.
I've said, but you can.
You know what I'm saying? But we drink all day long, whatever. It might be liquor for you, but we drink all day long. And then I feel better doing that than I do drinking, maybe 3/4 or half the amount at a big club when it's just in your face. Boom, 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 boom.
God, dude, I don't care to go to another club for the rest of my life.
Dude, we've done it. We've done it enough where I'm over it now. Yeah.
There goes the
You
bad
just fired
dogs.
up the bad dogs. Yeah.
If anybody was wondering why this podcast is called Bad Dog, Jersey, come here. Come here.
There's that dog on
Come
her.
here.
Look at her.
Come here.
There's a bad
Look
dog.
at that
If you
little
want to look at a
bad
bad dog, that's
dog.
her.
She's the logo. She's the face of the brand.
That little shitstorm. She won't even come near
terrible.
me. She won't come near me. This is the
God.
bad dog. Come here, Tito.
Tito, come here.
Tito, come here, big dog. If you want to see
He's
a
got
bad
the
dog,
ball.
come
He's
here.
going to knock over every.
Oh, and you just knocked over a high noon walking right in here. This is a big dog. And he's a bad dog, too.
All right, Tito. I think we're
get
good
your
on
big
it.
ass
I
out of
think
here,
we're
buddy.
good on
Get
it.
your big ass out of here,
All right,
buddy.
George, you go have fun too. 15 seconds of fame is done. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
look
done
at
with the
her.
club though. But hey, I'll tell you what I'm done with is bathroom attendants.
What?
Bathroom attendants.
Oh, like at clubs.
Yeah,
and
you
strip
go to the
clubs.
club and you go in and you feel like all you want to do is rip a piss and you feel like you got to tip this guy $10 for sitting in the shitter all night.
get you a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah, here's your.
Hey, y'all out here drinking, get you a bag of Cheetos. You need a Newport. Hey, come on, get some cologne. I'm like,
Why are you talking like that?
it's always the same guy.
It is the same guy. I agree.
They're always
I
trying to
agree,
sell
yeah.
you stuff, and then
They are.
And God forbid, I don't even wash my hands when I leave there.
Dude, because if you wash your hands,
if you
you're getting
cut the
soap
water
from
on.
him. He's got the soap out in front of you, and all of a sudden you feel like you need to tip this guy $5-10 because he just gave you some hand soap and a towel. And I know those guys are grinding for a living, but man,
Hey, buddy,
it's
you're
uncomfortable.
lucky I've got a pocket full of ones right here.
Dude. And dude, I just always imagine their job and how many just torpedo shits they have to listen to in the club.
God.
How many times are they just sitting in there respectfully, just head down, and then some drunk redneck comes in and just fucking motherfucks.
Here's where they can make some money. Here's where they
there.
can make some money is when they hear just a natty splatty in there.
Oh god.
They just go knock on the door and they're like, "Hey, bro, you need some wet wipes?"
Hey,
Boom.
I'll tell you what. I would tip $50 for some wet wipes. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, $5 a dude wipe.
Yep.
Oh, he'd make a killing.
That's pretty good. Maybe not per wipe, but like $10 and you give me 3. That's pretty good.
I don't know. You could bargain whatever.
You
Depends
got to
how
go
bad
back
they
and
need it.
Well, wet wipes, you got to mix back and forth. But dude, that's a criminal thought is who shits at the bar?
You do.
No, I don't shit at the bar.
You have before.
I have before, and it's I should be banned to Alcatraz.
Dude, you can't do it. Like I can't do it in front of a bunch of people. My body's really good where I could do. I could probably hold it for days, dude. I've gotten to the point where I can hold it so long that it goes away. You ever gotten to that point?
I mean,
where you just hold it so long, you're like, I don't even know where it went.
No,
I guess
I
it's
agree.
just coming out of my pores.
I guess so, but dude, you've got to be down bad to shit in a bar, especially like a grimy dive bar.
Oh.
Now I have shit at OTR here in Florence, and that's dude. There's not even a bathroom door. There's not even a stall door.
God.
I had to have Joseph stand there and kind of watch guard for me.
Oh God, he didn't let anybody in.
No, people would come into the urinal, but he would just stand in front and act like a door.
I had a buddy that did the same thing, shit at a bar we were at Zydeco, and threw up in his pants at the same time.
Oh, dude, that is rock bottom, buddy.
Yeah, there's no coming back from
I've
that.
never
I
done
would be
that,
sober. I would be in church next day.
But I think
I'd be getting it together.
every man has had that like oh shit moment in the bar where it hits you and you have to go. It doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing. I've had it, and you have to make a run for it. And shitting
I'm pretty
at the
good
bar,
about knowing some escape
beforehand.
routes.
Yeah.
Like I know somebody that lives close or
Yeah. But my thought is like, dude, you probably should plan beforehand. Like, it's been a day, most men shit daily, but like, dude, if it's been a day, it's going to hit you. When you're beer drinking, it kind of I think it speeds everything up.
probably does.
You're on your feet moving around. But dude, that's the worst thing about shitting in the bar is that you walk in and it looks like a fucking bomb site when you walk into the stall. Because a lot of guys do extracurriculars in there and they're fucking pissing everywhere. And the seat's soaked and you're not going to, you're probably just squatting at that point if you're shitting at the bar.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You probably have never shit at the bar.
I don't do it.
You're not a public guy. I'm a public guy, but I'm not a bar public
No,
guy.
if I got to do it, I'm going to like
Hardee's?
no.
Hardee's has great bathrooms, dude.
Yeah, because nobody goes there probably.
I get. Well, yeah. People go to Hardee's for breakfast. They don't go for lunch.
That's
so if
so
you,
good.
dude, a mid-afternoon,
I got to quit the biscuits. I'm done with them.
a mid-afternoon Hardee's stall is a pretty good stall. It's better than a gas
believe you.
station.
That's absolutely a random place to go. I'm like trying to go to hotel is my first thought
Hotel's pretty good
because they don't know whether you're staying
you might be
there or
gas,
not.
They're not going to ask you what you're doing.
So I'm gonna find a hotel lobby if I gotta. Gas station's a brutal last minute choice.
a nasty Chevron. My God,
Banks don't typically work out. I've
can't
tried
go
it
in a
before.
you haven't went in a bank.
I tried it and I banked there. And
one of your okay.
I went
There's
to
not a lobby.
CB&S.
There's not a lobby bathroom.
and they didn't
at
have
the
a
bank.
lobby bathroom.
That's normal because people don't shit at the bank.
I'm like, oh, this would be a great place. The bank.
No, that's a bad call. A hotel's a really good idea though. Ripping a lobby bathroom at a hotel is a
you can find a
fantastic
hotel?
place to shit. You're exactly right.
Oh, dude, it's the lick for sure. Like the Marriott in Florence,
Oh my God, yeah. Well,
down by the spa.
no. Well,
I got that from
let
Jordan.
let me tell you why that might not be the place is because there's multiple stalls. You want a Hilton or like a Hampton.
Oh, that lobby one?
that just has a lobby. It's set up
And
like
just
a
that little
family
button lock?
Yeah, it's like a family bathroom. So you don't have anyone
Oh,
coming
yeah.
in and ripping next to you. So you don't have to sit there and like awkwardly be there in
Oh,
silence
dude,
and
that
listen to them
family
shit
bathroom,
too.
when you go in there and you come out and there's a family waiting.
Oh God, yeah, it's not fair.
It's not fair.
But no.
Jersey, go get me a high
The
noon.
bar shits will make you. It'll change you as a man. You shit in a bar once, and you've kind of grown a little more. You get a little hairier.
Dude, I
It's
don't think
brutal, dude.
I guess I have, but I have no memories.
There's definitely been nights where it's like we've been in the bar since the nights where we go out at like I don't know, we go to dinner at 5:30, finish dinner at 7:30, get to the bar at 8, and we stay until 2:30. That's 4 hours in the bar. There's definitely been midnights where midnight approaches, and I'm like, oh Lord, it's here.
I feel like you've got more tummy issues than I got though.
I have a really fast metabolism, so like I shit
So that's
normally
good for
twice
losing
a day.
weight too.
That's why I mean.
So you can probably like lose weight fast.
I'll say this. I can eat and drink as much as I want every day. And it's probably because I'm 28, but it might just be genetics too. I can eat and drink as much as I want, and I pretty much stay the same within like 20 pounds. I stay between 220 and 240. When I'm
I used to be able to lose it, but I can't anymore.
See, I can lose it. If I'm beer drinking a lot, like lately, I'm closer to 240. If I take 2 weeks off drinking and just, work out 2 or 3 times each week, I can drop 10 pounds in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I can drop pretty quick.
That's impressive.
But I've never really been above 245 and never been below 220 in the last 15 years.
I'm at 250 and I cannot get off of it, dude. I'll run. Like I started running. I ran 10 miles one week, 8 miles the next, like all combined all throughout the days.
Yeah.
And dude, just cannot get below 250. I feel like I'm trimming up, but dude, I don't know.
Well,
I did see a vein the other day.
You were the pre-med
Hold on,
guy.
let's get to it.
Wait, you're the pre-med guy.
That's right. I don't know if anybody knows. Hold on. Come back to my bicep. Come back to my bicep. There we go. Damn, it's small, but I did have a vein the other day.
I mean, you can see it at least.
Can you see the vein?
But listen, you're the pre-med guy. If anyone
Yeah, I
wants
got
to
a
know,
degree
but
in biomedical sciences.
Tell me this
and,
though: there's a difference in exothermic and endothermic people, right?
Right.
And is it endo that burns a lot, or is it exo?
Oh, yeah, exo,
question.
isn't it? Dude,
I don't know.
oh my God, I'm so far removed.
Endothermic and
I
exothermic
couldn't even
is
tell
like
you the
the people who are
difference
just
between
naturally skinny and the people who are just naturally bigger.
Exo is like burning it off, right? And
Endo is like bigger, I think. Exo's skinnier.
Okay.
I think.
exo,
Higher metabolism.
yeah, exo
could
be
be
higher
completely wrong.
metabolism because you're like sweating it out,
I
right?
believe it. I don't know.
So I'm very exothermic because I sweat, right?
Here, let me look real quick.
But I feel like I'm endothermic too because I feel like a heater on the inside.
Exothermic is accompanied by the release of heat. So yes, exothermic, you release energy from the chemicals, and never mind. That's just in general. Yeah. So endo, you absorb more. Exo, you exert more. I guess. So yeah, you're right.
Jersey, say hey.
That bark is brutal.
Ear piercing.
Yeah, it's horrible.
How long did she bark last night, Noah? You remember? I mean, it was literally 2 hours straight. It had to have been at least 2 hours straight. She did not let up, and she just continued to.
The only issue is that Jersey has seen me 800 times at your house. I've walked into your house 80,000 times, and she barks at me like I'm the mailman or just some stranger trying to break into your house every time.
I know. Tell me if you ever heard anything better than this. You ready? What a damn
That's a
noise.
good one, dude. That's a good one. I'm about to have to do the same thing here soon.
What a noise. That one's lemon.
I just got a variety pack, you know? I didn't know what you liked.
That's not bad aftertaste, though. No, I like them all, man. I like them all. What's been going on this week?
Dude, NFL draft's over.
Shador went. He got drafted.
Good for Shador.
Yeah, he didn't get drafted. You know what? I really do like Cam Ward a lot.
I did too. Yeah, I like Cam
I think
Ward.
he's going to be a damn franchise player.
I think he is too. I will
then-
say this.
Hopefully Rodgers goes to the Steelers. We're still waiting on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Will Howard, taught by Aaron Rodgers, could be a good fit
Oh,
in
that's
like
nasty.
4 or 5 years. Now,
Absolutely
Rodgers may
nasty.
play 1 or 2 years. I don't know, but yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah, dude, not much in the sporting world is slow.
Yeah, this time of year is kind of boring. Other than like if you like watch.
Well, it's
NBA.
boring for that's the thing is people will say it's not because it's NHL and NBA playoffs, but like the big two in American sports is NFL, college football, and then third would be March Madness, so college basketball. So like we're in that time where like 90 but half of the sports world doesn't tune into what's going on. So it's been kind of slow.
They're just talking about like future stuff and
I don't
football,
like
really.
the first round of the NBA playoffs is kind of shit. NHL playoffs are electric, but you got to be a hockey guy, and we didn't grow up in hockey.
Dude, I saw Paul Pierce talking today about some NFL stuff, and I'm like, I'm on the treadmill, and I'm like, first off, what in the hell is he talking about NFL football for? He played basketball.
I know. Kevin Durant talks about it too.
Oh, my God.
I don't know, though, but I do like their opinions because, honestly, fans sometimes – so I hate nothing more than when a person who played a sport says that others who didn't play that sport should not talk about
I
sport.
agree with it.
It's like I played baseball. I don't think that it's fair for me to say that people who didn't play baseball can talk about baseball. You know, same with football, same with basketball. Like, bro, I'm obsessed with football. I watch more football than probably anybody, and I played baseball. Just because I didn't play football doesn't mean I can't talk about football.
And the whole thing I was getting at anyway is that he looks like Beetlejuice. Look at him.
I love Paul Pierce.
Does he not look just like Beetlejuice?
A little bit, yeah. But
Come
dude,
on.
his stripper video. Have you seen that? When he got fired from
he
one of the
looks
major
just
networks.
like that.
Yeah.
That's Beetlejuice, bro. Look at him.
No, he's a more put together.
Well, he's bigger and doesn't look
Yeah.
as downsy, but he looks like
Dude,
Beetlejuice.
Paul Pierce looks like a saint compared to Shannon Sharpe now, though.
Ooh.
All Paul Pierce did was have some strippers at the house, dude.
Shannon Sharpe, he's on them Viagra commercials. I guess apparently he's been using it.
Something like that, dude.
I thought he was just in it for the check, but looks like he's been using that stuff, huh? Because it said they met up 100 times in the past few years. I'm like,
Oh, wow. I didn't see that.
oh, that buddy on that pill, son.
Good for it.
On that spark. That's what they call it. On the commercials, I see it.
But no. They're talking that Shannon Sharpe was linking up with this 19-year-old OnlyFans girl. But he's saying, hey, release the whole video and it'll show that she was like wanting everything that was asked for. So I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. If I'm ESPN, dude, it's a dumpster fire. Get rid of him.
Maybe these days everything's just so WWE. It's like it feels like it's for clicks. It's almost like I
It might
wouldn't be
be for
surprised
clicks,
if they're
yeah.
just doing
They're just
it. You know?
colluding
Like,
together and she gives it back to him. Yeah, who knows?
like literally, it's just good for both of their brands. Honestly, like there's no such thing as, and Donald Trump really proved it. It's like there's no such thing as bad publicity. Like the press is 92% negative. I saw today on Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And it's he's still the most talked about person.
Yeah, but the likability or the
I need to get canceled. What should I do?
The approval
Should I
rating
beat
is
somebody up,
probably
or
60%.
should I don't want to do something that I couldn't
Cover from,
look the Lord in the eyes when I get up there.
Probably just a classic. I don't know. Public intox may do it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like I don't want a full DUI.
Yeah. No. You don't want to get a DUI.
I don't want to get a DUI.
No, DUI is horrible, and you should. Yeah.
I want a public intox.
Public
I think.
intox as a musician might boost the career a little bit. That's called the PI bump, is what we'll call it.
Maybe I'm just like a little obnoxious.
You know what we need to do? We got a buddy that's a police officer. We need to just get you drunk as shit one night and just be like, "Hey Joe, arrest him." Just put him in cuffs.
Y'all just open up the truck door and push me out, and he just picks me up and takes me.
Yeah, that's perfect. We'll purposely do it.
My thing is, dude,
We'll
I don't
stage
want to be
your
in
PI.
jail that long. How long you got to be in there till you sober up?
I mean, it's probably 8 to 12 hours. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna need a damn blankie and a pillow.
You're gonna get used to it. You're gonna have to get used to the cold, buddy.
Oh, I'll be in the drunk tank. People coming in and preaching. My buddy said he was in there one time. This guy was preaching. He's like, "Do you know the Lord?" In the drunk tank. And he's like, "Jesus did this." David just going on this full like he knows every single verse.
Yeah.
And he just sits down. And everybody's listening to him. At this point, they're into it. They're like, "My God, he's great. Like, we need the Lord right now." And he just sits down and he looks at everybody and goes, "What was I talking about?" He just snapped out of it. He just woke up and was just like, and he was like, "Where am I?" And they're like,
Hell, he was probably drunk,
dude.
too.
He's like, dude, you were in the part where like David was like, and he's like, dude, like keep going. He's like, I have no clue. Like, dude, where am I?
Hey.
Damn, dude, snap back into it. That was electric.
Maybe that's speaking in tongues. I don't know.
Maybe it could have been. It could have been something took over him. It could have been the crack. Who knows? Shit. Could have been the crack cocaine.
Luckily, have you been arrested? I've never been arrested.
I've never been arrested. I was driving in high school, and I had a few too many drinks probably, and I swerved a little bit. It was in Red Bay, Alabama. Cop pulled me over, and I had to do the field sobriety test. I wasn't drunk, but I'd probably had a few drinks.
Yeah.
And I had to do it. Did the, all the stuff, did the lights, all the things. And he's like, all right, well, you passed it, but I'm going to need you to blow. Shit. And I'm like, well, I ain't the blowing kind, son. So I just told him, I said, what are my options? He said, well, you can either blow and go to jail. I'm like, well, hell, I guess I better blow. And so I blew, and I blew a .09. 0.08's the legal limit. So I was barely over, but I wasn't legal. I was 19 years old. So I had to call, and I told him the whole time my Jeep, just the sway bar was out. So it was just like, it just had a bad sway, and I barely swayed. Yeah. I told him, I said, dude, it's the sway bar. I'm not drunk. He comes, and my sober driver comes and picks me up, and he gets in, and he sits in the driver's seat, drives off, and there's like another cop that's like up here coming the other way, 2-lane road, and the sway bar is so bad. Jackson was driving. He swerved over because he couldn't control the sway bar and ran the cop off the road. I'm like, what y'all gonna do to him? He's sober. I told y'all nobody can drive this damn thing. I need to get it fixed. And it just proved my point. I tried to get in trouble. My Lord, I tried, and I just couldn't. Yeah. I bet you I could now that I'm 28 and not a little high schooler no more. But.
Oh, dude, now that you're 28, there's nothing good you're doing past 11 o'clock.
No, you got to go to the hizzy, dude.
You damn right. Dude, so tell me this, Bo. So you've got Hand Me a Beer is about to be playlisted on
let's
Spotify.
Talk some music.
Yeah. I was thinking about it this morning, dude.
Yeah, we pitched it at the editorials, some other playlists, and so we're pretty much essentially what we're doing is we're running a campaign. So I released it in the EP, and it came out in October, but we're not releasing it as a single, but we're pushing it as a single. So like here's when I'll do the radio push, even though the song's been out, and just really like the content, all the things. I'm going to put out the music video, and so I mean,
it's a good
song.
Bro.
It is. Wrote it with Gary Nichols. Shout out Gary. That was a good song we wrote.
Yeah, it is a good one. And dude, so tell me the process of, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have wondered, but like when you write a bunch of songs, there's probably a lot of musicians out there that are like, they're up and coming. They've written 15 songs per se, but they really don't know what to do with any of them. Do you just post them on Spotify? Do you bring them to somebody? Or do you try to just play them live and hope that they jump on Spotify if they are posted? What's the go-to process of like, let's blow this song up?
Hey,
there it is.
God said, "Let there be light."
Let there be light, baby. No, but I guess clarify the question that I was asking, or to ask the question. I'm sure there's a ton of musicians out there that like have written 10 to 15 songs, or just starting up. Maybe they're a year or two into their career, and they probably don't know the process of how do you put out a song, whether it be Spotify, whether it be SoundCloud, whether you go to a label. No, I'm sure you can't just go to a label, but you get what I'm saying.
It'd be nice if you could.
Yeah, but what is the best way, and I guess advice from you on how you've done it is, how do you do it? Like if I wanted to write a song right now, how do I go about releasing it?
Well, the good thing is that anybody can do it. I mean, so like that's the blessing of, I probably wouldn't be able to do this. The bad side of that is you get a lot of bad music, but I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this if you weren't just, anybody wasn't just able to go put out music. So like you just got to go to like a distribution company, register your music with them, and dude, it's as simple as like you pay like a yearly membership or whatever, and then they'll just distribute it to all the different sources out there, Spotify, Apple Music. I've started writing songs probably 3 or 4 years before I started putting out music, but with no intention of even putting out music. And then like I got serious about it, and within like a couple months I was putting out music.
Yeah.
Or like, less than a year of recording, I was putting out music. I listened to where Zach Top the other day, he was in Nashville for 5 years writing songs and never put out a song. Dude, so like, crazy. I mean, dude, there's people that all the time put out songs and then that first song goes viral. So, I mean, and then there's people like him who wait 5 years, Nashville being a 10-year town, they wait 10 years. So like, I mean, what's the right answer? To me, the right answer is just like, if you want to put stuff out, put it out. If that's what you believe in, it's all going to work out in the end anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the only way to know if you're doing right or wrong is to do something. So, I mean, yeah. So, like, right. I mean, I was just kind of like, I'm going to do it.
And that's in anything, I think, is the more you just do something, you'll get better. You'll understand what's right and wrong on it. But I have another question. I'm sure I mean, this is just a question I have. I don't think anybody else, actually, I think a lot of people would understand what I'm saying, but how many times have you written a song that you thought was so shit and then it ends up being so good just because
All
it
the
just
time.
takes time to sit, you sit there on it and then you think on it, then you
Dude.
add or subtract, whatever.
A lot of it's like mental exhaustion while you're in like a writer's room. And you just like get to this point where you're like, I can't think no more. I've been here for 5 hours, like trying to write this song and it's not working.
Mhm.
And then you leave and you're like, dude, that song sucked. And you don't listen to it for 2 or 3 months. You go back and listen. And you're like, my God, that may be the best song I ever wrote.
Wow.
It happens a lot. It happens more times than not. I mean, but there also are times where you're like, oh my God, this song sucks. And then you go back and listen to it and you're like, oh God, it was so bad.
What were we doing? Yeah.
So that happens too.
How drunk was I that night? Yeah.
Dude, I've been in some brutal writing sessions, some that like, I've been in some where I'll write with somebody and it goes so bad. I'm like, I don't even want to talk to them ever again. Like that was just, that was 6 hours of my life. That was just,
And
but then you've been in
sometimes
some where you're like, oh my God, dude, I want this person to be my best friend. You know,
Yeah,
like,
well, dude,
this was so
So
good.
speaking of that, you wrote Radio, which is one of
Yeah,
your,
come
one of your
on,
best
in
songs. And,
Utah?
dude, we were in Utah, you, me, and 3 other guys, and we were all drunk as shit, and not a single person in that room other than you knew anything about music.
Nothing about
Not one
lyrics,
thing.
music,
Lyrics,
melodies,
nothing. We were literally just spouting shit off at you. You put it together, and we wrote
I
it in
put a
about 2 hours.
capo.
Yeah.
I put a capo on. I don't even remember, somewhere down the neck. I think I even said, y'all pick a number 1 through 5 where y'all want me to capo it.
Yeah.
And I did G, D, E minor, C.
Yeah.
The 4 just the most common chords. And we wrote a song. That was a great song,
Yeah, it was.
which is so random.
It is, and I think what's funny about that is that it doesn't matter. Like, I guess to young musicians out there, I'm not a musician at all in any means, but I watch you and I've watched what you've done, and it feels like it doesn't have to be done with the greatest writers or someone that's well known or someone that's done a bunch in the past. I think it's just about the right time and the right person and the right idea, and it just comes together. Yeah, vibes are
like energy, like the other, the things we can't feel, like dimensions and stuff, like just like whatever energy you're putting off, I'm like feeding off of that. I'm just, that's just, we're in a room together. Whatever you got going on, I can feel it. And so vibes are like 90% of it, because at least
That's
if
awesome.
you write a bad song, you had a decent time.
You had fun doing it, yeah. And I feel like that.
So that's
a lot of people.
And ideas are, dude.
I'm
the
sure.
ideas are the most
I'm sure a lot of people force it, huh? Like you get down together and you sit down with somebody that you've planned with, and you're like, oh, we've got to write something, and like you start forcing shit instead of just.
Well, that's the
enjoying
problem
it.
with like the Nashville co-writing and co-writing in general is like, if you've got 5 days booked up that week, you got to write. I mean, some people are blessed, but like, who's going to have 5 fresh ideas every single week?
Yeah.
And you're going to write with somebody you've never even met. So you got to do that thing where you sit there for 10 minutes and you're like, yeah, so tell me about your life. Yeah. Oh, you were born in Virginia? Okay. Well, I don't know jack shit about Virginia, but I'm going to tell you that one thing that I know about Virginia, see if we can get some common ground. And next thing you know, we're talking about Virginia and we kind of get along a little bit. And it's like, all right, well, what do you want to write about? And then they're like, I don't know. And you're like, well,
what about a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend or
God.
whatever,
Let's write one. You know what? Let's write a song that's just like all those other ones.
Yeah. What's your latest song? You got anything cooking right now?
Yeah, Noah, can I play? Is it on?
Oh, you got one?
Well, I mean, I've got one I'm going to put out. Let me get the guitar. Is this thing tuned?
When's your last or what's
Betting
the?
on you out. I should play it, but I think this thing's tuned down. Shoot. Check 1, 2. We just wrote this one the other day. Hey, how about another country song? It's a love song about a truck.
Ooh.
This one's
I
called
drive a truck. You
Song.
drive a truck. I think I'd like a truck
Come
song.
on.
Yeah,
There's a
give
lot
me-
of memories in there.
Give me some more truck songs.
Yeah, I came up with that little lick. And then,
He knows the way to every single dive bar by heart. Spend most nights parked outside, staring at the stars. And no stranger to the sunrise. Watch the seasons come and he saw them change. Yeah, he's been through some things. There's a couple 100,000 memories on the dash. Spent half his life on 4-ball tires and a quarter tank of gas. And to tell all tail lights with 1 foot on the floor, there ain't a heartbreak hill he couldn't climb, that beat up 4x4. Yeah, he'd have a lot to say 'cause he's seen it all. If that truck could talk.
Think about all the memories you got in the truck. But that one turned out good.
Hell yeah.
It goes on to say, he'd make me stay in town after she leaves because I will never move on from her.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's true, bro. Your truck sees it all.
Oh, dude, it's like another version of you.
Dude, I had I'm still thinking the same thing, like multi-year stretch where like it feels like every year I look back and recap and it feels like every year has gotten better.
I think so too, for sure.
And maybe that's us aging and we're finding different things we like, but it feels like every year has been more fun than the last. And then now my definition of fun has changed. So like
yeah,
now,
that's
like,
true. So my definition of fun was like go out and party
blow
and
out,
just get
do
drunk
whatever,
and, like,
travel, do all this. And now
and
it's
then now
like,
my
dude,
identity's changed, and it's like,
Yeah.
and I hate that I've like written like all my songs. It seems like to a certain point we're just like party, fun, be the party, and then now I'm like,
yeah, but also writing songs like that, it feels like is what people relate to because people all want to get back to that point. You may
that's
look
what
at
you're
it as a
chasing
bad
when you're
time, but
going
like,
out when you're old.
yeah, but even when you're, we're in our late 20s right now, and I'd assume into our 30s, we're gonna look back and wish that we were 21 again,
God,
and
I already do.
understand. Yeah, I mean, I do too, but at the same time, like,
We're washed, dude. No, I feel like I'm as cool as I've ever been right now.
yeah,
Do you feel like that? Like I feel like I'm as
Yeah.
cool of a guy, like as nice of, like as good of a guy, like just like I've got a better understanding on life. Like I feel like this version of me is the best version of me that there's ever
Yeah.
been.
yeah,
I think that's a good thing.
that is a great thing. Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe that is kind of why sometimes I look back on like things and I'm like, I see that younger dumb version of myself and I automatically think negative. I'm like, damn, he's stupid, but he was he's having a good time and he was
Yeah,
learning
no,
the
no.
things that made you who you are now. you
Yeah,
know?
I think for me, it's I'm the same person. I'm a little more savvy now than I was because
Damn,
back
what
then,
does that word mean?
savvy just means like when I think of savvy, I think of
Bougie?
no,
Oh.
not at all. So when I
Where's
hear
the dictionary?
when I hear savvy, I think of a savvy vet. So it's someone who is just they know their way around. They know
Oh yeah,
it's almost like
a,
it's like wisdom for a young person.
it's like a veteran. Yeah, like
They're
a
just
veteran in
a
a locker
savvy
room.
vet. Like he's a savvy vet, dude. He's been around. He's done it. He knows. He can tell you. He can give you good advice. Things like that.
You'll
Take-
get it when you're my age. You'll understand.
take-
you don't
but the-
understand
Yeah,
now.
but the big thing is like, hey, take that risk or don't take that risk. Because I think for us, we were like, hey, we'll risk anything any day. Like, let's just roll with whatever. And I think that can be phenomenal, but it's all about having people to tell you, hey, maybe you should or you shouldn't take the risk. Because the people who don't take risk at all are losers.
So while I can't help but think about this. While you're smarter, right? Who you got in a fight? Your version of yourself right now, or 23-year-old version of yourself?
I mean, 23-year-old me for sure, bro. When 5 years ago, I had 10% body fat. I was 240. And now I'm 240 with 20% body fat. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I've got to take myself then, but
Oh, let me.
because when I say savvy, you're not learning new moves. You're just we're just less strong.
God, I ain't got it like I used to.
Like
what
we
happened?
still work out and like
What
do whatever, but-
happened? I don't like working out anymore. Dude, let's do some tongue twisters. I know we talked about it earlier.
Let me send off this this bad dog. Go.
Tito,
You're
come
a
here.
good boy, but
Come
you're a bad boy.
Come
Go.
here. Come
You knock everything over with
Come
that
here.
tail, dude.
Come here. Come here.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I've got one for you. You ready?
No.
What do you know about pheasant pluckers? Pluckers.
Did you already mess it
I already
up?
fucked it up, and I'm reading it right now.
Dude, I don't even know how to do your history on this.
I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pheasant plucker's son, and I'm a pheasant I'm a plucking pheasants until dude, this is brutal, dude. We've had too many beers for this. I'm a pheasant plucker's son, and I'm only plucking pheasants until the pheasant plucker comes home.
Oh, my God. Can I read it off the phone?
Yeah, read it like I read it.
I'm going to read it fast. I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pheasant plucker's son. I'm not only. One more try. I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pheasant plucker's son, and I'm only plucking pheasants until the pheasant plucker comes.
There we go. Close.
God, I got like struggling there at the end.
It's part of the game.
All right, let me read you one. Oh, a big bug bit the little beetle, but the little beetle bit the big bug back.
A big beetle beat the little bug, but the little bug bit the big beetle back.
I don't have a clue. Do toy boat 3 times fast.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat,
You can't even do it once.
toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Damn, dude, why does
It's
it?
easy.
Why does that happen?
on.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. I
Dude,
can't
it's
do
so
it, dude.
easy. I can't do it at all. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Toy
Toy
boat,
boat.
toy boat, toy boat.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy. Dude, it immediately makes you say
Yeah.
boat.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. God, dude. I can't do it. Scissor, sizzle, thizzle, sizzle. That's easy too. Give me the hard ones. Here's a hard one. A synonym for synonym. A synonym for cinnamon. A synonym for cinnamon is a cinnamon synonym.
Oh, I have this one. Let me read it. I got this one. I read it earlier. A synonym for cinnamon is cinnamon synonym. Cash me out.
A synonym for cinnamon. A synonym for cinnamon is a cinnamon synonym. Boom.
A cinnamon synonym is a cinnamon synonym. Never mind.
My God, these are long right here, dude. Let's do one more. Let me find just a hard one.
Hey Noah, pick up the mic. What was your
Damn,
you
I
said when
can't
you were
find it
warming up
anymore.
vocals, y'all would have to say something about a copper coffee pot?
Peter Piper picked a pick of pickle peppers. Peck a pickle peppers. Peter Piper pick.
Proper cup of coffee in a proper coffee pot.
Oh, one more time, louder.
Proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of cup.
Yeah, and you
What?
go up one.
Popper, 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 poppin', popper coffee.
Proper cup of coffee in a proper coffee pot.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
All
Proper
right.
cup of coffee in a proper coffee cup. God, what is it doing one more
There's some
time?
crazy ones.
Proper cup of coffee in a proper coffee cup.
Mm-hmm.
Proper coffee cop.
Proper coffee cup.
The dude who does the warm ups on my phone is British, so all my he has like a serious British accent.
Ah, see.
Dude, let's go ahead and get to these scratch offs.
Let's do it, bro. Here, you need a tab?
I
You
got one.
If you're
All
at
right,
home,
here comes the last segment of the show.
If
The
you're-
scratch offs for the degenerate gambler.
if you're a scratch off guy at home, use the beer tap.
What did we win last time? Did you take that ticket or did we
No,
throw
yeah,
it
I've
away?
got it. I've got it. It's a free ticket, and I'll bring it to Tennessee when I'm up there.
Let's go. I need a winner. Daddy needs some new shoes.
Daddy needs 300 grand. That would be pretty good, huh? Let's see.
It's so weird to say daddy. That word scares me. I hadn't had enough high noons for that.
Loser first row.
Loser first row. Dang, dude, these suck.
Loser second row. Stinky Joe.
You just need one, don't you?
Yeah, you just got to hit one. Loser third row.
I can't even keep up with it like that. I gotta just get them all off first. I'm about to clean the house again, like I did it the first time. Let's see, 22, 27, 15,
I'm 0 for
33,
2.
33, 38. So I need a 38 or a 13 or a 33. Dang, dude, this sucks.
I'm worthless, buddy.
I ain't got nothing.
Zippo, buddy.
Should we do lottery tickets or something? This is ass.
Nah.
Do you not win on scratch offs? I thought you were supposed to win enough to bring you back. There goes the bad dogs. All right. Well, you got anything else?
I'm good, brother. Rough, bad dog. See you next week.
I enjoyed it, brother. Love you, man.